Today on the Embrace the Mud podcast, we are going to be navigating some delicate territory. Today's a bit of a red alert guide for all of you. We're diving into the world of questions that you shouldn't ask your partner, those little landmines that can unknowingly detonate misunderstandings and hurt. But not to worry, because I am here to help you avoid these pitfalls and replace them with more harmonious alternatives. You are listening to the Embrace the Mud podcast, where we discuss all things related to healthy, joyful, and life-giving relationships. Why focus on relationships? Because the quality of our intimate partnerships and close connections influences our health, happiness, and longevity more than anything else in our lives. Relationships matter a lot. So together, let's jump into the mud, aka our messy relationships, pull some weeds, plant some seeds, and create an enriching environment where strong relationships can take root. I am your grateful host, Dara Posner. I am a relational disaster working toward relational mastery. I am also a positive psychology coach, a relational mindset coach, a blogger, and now a podcaster. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Embrace the Mud podcast, where we discuss all things related to healthy, joyful, life-giving relationships. If you are a fan of this podcast, please subscribe, follow, like, review, and share. Your engagement in this way is crucial to the success of the podcast, and I appreciate you taking just a few seconds to support my mission, which is to help people like you flourish in life and love. All right, so we're going to be diving in and talking about 4 questions you really shouldn't ever ask your partner and what you can ask or say instead that will be more likely to keep you connected and produce a constructive conversation where you can get the information that you need and find common ground, find clarity, or whatever it is that's needed in the moment. So let's tackle question number 1. The first question that you really shouldn't ever ask your partner is, what's wrong with you? It might seem innocent, but it's really like poking a sleeping dragon. This question, not only assumes something wrong, but it also implies that your partner is somehow flawed. Like, what's wrong with you, right? And so, what you can say instead, depending on the context, is, are you okay? Or, can you help me understand what just happened? Or can you help me understand why you did that or why you made that choice? These questions show that you care and that you're not jumping to conclusions. Remember, it's not about fixing whether it's something wrong with them, emotionally, or fixing them as a person, but it's about offering support and asking, and offering understanding by asking questions that can help you understand your partner better. Okay, the second question, not to ever ask your partner, again, depending on the context, there might be playful times where this question's, not at all threatening or harmful, but the question, are you serious, can be really, really hurtful, especially in moments where your partner is sharing how they feel, they're sharing an opinion that they have, they're telling you what they think, what they want, or what they need. Any situation like that, you don't want to say, are you serious? It's like pouring cold water on your partner's, excitement if they're excited about something or they're sharing something that they're passionate about. It could just make them feel really small, like their emotions or perspectives aren't valid. And let's be real, nobody likes feeling invalidated. So what can you do instead? You can swap, are you serious, with, tell me more. This not only acknowledges their feelings or their ideas or their opinions, but it also invites them to open up to you without fear of being dismissed. Feeling dismissed, having our perspectives, belittled or anything like that or invalidated is something we want to avoid. So by simply saying, tell me more, we can succeed at that. The third question you don't want to ever ask your partner is, what have you ever done for me? This one is like a relationship grenade, just exploding trust and mutual respect. It turns love into a transaction, and that is not the foundation that you want. So you can shift from, what have you ever done for me, to, I appreciate when you, or I love it when you, or would you be willing to, and really just asking for what it is that you would like to see happen or you would like more of. This simple change emphasizes your gratitude for the efforts that they make and makes them feel valued for the things that they do, and informs them of what they're not doing or haven't done enough of, in a way that doesn't feel critical, doesn't diminish what they do contribute, and it is more likely to invite them into really willingly showing up for you in the ways that you would like. And the fourth question to never ask your partner is, why is everything always about you? Ouch, right in the heart. This question creates a wall between you and your partner, making them feel like they're selfish or that their needs don't matter. So to turn this one around, you might want to say something like, I'd love to share my perspective too. Or let's find a balance that works for both of us. Or we both deserve to experience, X, Y, and Z. These phrases show that you value their thoughts while also expressing your own needs. It's kind of like a gentle way of like nudging them, out of like that position of center stage, and into a shared position where you get to share the stage. So those are the 4 questions that I think you should really try not to ask your partner, and again, sometimes the context matters, but, to really just be mindful of the impact that questions like this could have. And, we're here to create and maximize the potential for connection. And so these are questions that can really be barriers to intimacy and connection and a sense of safety in your relationship. So hopefully the alternatives that I've offered can help you create the connection that you truly want to create in your partnership. As we wrap up this episode, remember that the words that we choose really can shape our relationships. These 4 questions might seem harmless, but they can create ripples of hurt and misunderstanding that can lead to, resentments that can damage the relationship. So instead, try fostering respect and communication that uplifts, encourages, and nurtures the beautiful connection that you have. Thank you so much for joining me here today on another episode of the Embrace the Mud podcast. I will be back very soon with yet another, but until then, please remember, you are wired for love and connection. You are capable of love and connection. You are worthy of love and connection. I'll see you soon.